karate man. Double leg. The jump kick. The side kick. The roundhouse. The tie kick. Body.
What's going on, everyone? It's Leon Infinity. Welcome to my channel. On this Wednesday, this is Breaking the Narrative, and I have here with me my co-host, Verbal Riot. Hi.
Hello, hello.
Hi, good to see you. You look cold. Are you cold?
Yeah, it is like freezing where I am right now for some reason.
Wow.
I thought like, I mean, it's weird because like the sun will be out during the daytime, and then at night it just gets like icy
Oh,
cold.
it's so cold. Yeah, I can understand that. It's like really hot here. Like it's getting hell levels of hot in Cancun. So we're trucking along over here.
That sounds like
Uh,
torture.
It is. It absolutely is. But you know what?
All that sunlight and yeah.
Just all the sunlight, the heat makes you want to kill you. Never mind.
People walking around in bikinis. It sounds awful. This sounds completely fucking awful.
Nobody has clothes on here. That's all I have to say. I haven't worn shoes, and I don't remember how long. It's all flip flops. There's no clothes. There's no pants anywhere. No pants to be seen. Although that's not true, because Mexicans, like, they've acclimated to here. So like if the temperature drops below like 30 Celsius. They're like,
That's
oh,
funny.
give me my jacket, like I'm like, oh my God.
It kind of makes me miss California just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not too much, but a little bit.
It's just like that, except for the nighttime thing. Because in California, because it's the valley, it gets really cold at night. Like it does get, like, you do have the temperature fluctuation, but here, not so much. But what's going on, chat? I see you guys in the chat. Thank you for being here. Make sure you smash like if you're watching on YouTube and Rumble. And we're also streaming on Kick, you guys. We're doing the kicking. We're kicking now. I think this is going to be the first Breaking the Narrative episode on Kick. So if you're over there, hi, kickers.
Wow.
Yeah. We gotta move on. We gotta like put the eggs in different baskets. People are getting taken down every day.
Yeah, you got to adjust, man. Look,
Crazy.
people, it's easy to blame the quartering for all this shit, but YouTube's been doing this for a while now.
Yeah,
they've been doing this before the drama with him. So
true.
I think now things have just gotten escalated to where we just have to think differently.
Yeah, it's crazy because I've been so vocal about the AI algorithm, like the AI YouTube thing on Twitter, trying to get people's channels back, because I mean it's been crazy. But also, you know what? Fuck the quartering though, man. I heard another Kino Casino channel got taken down today. I mean, people just been getting taken down all the time. It's bullshit. It's ridiculous. Some other guy I saw, Bearing, tweeted out some guy named Cog, and he was like talking about how he hates the Kino Casino and he's glad that they're going to be taken down. And I'm like, this is the culture that the quartering just created now with this bullshit, because everybody like now wants to take down whoever they don't like. Yeah, as if we don't have enough problems with YouTube,
I don't understand how the quartering still has subs. Like, I don't know how people are fans of his. Like, I don't get it at all.
It's the thing is I think obviously, like we've discussed this before about the AI and the views like that he's generating right now is like, it's not organic, but the ones that are, I think it's that boomer, Fox mentality. That's why he's like going into the content creation of Fox News political boomer takes, because those kind of people don't really care about internet drama. They don't even understand what flagging is. They don't understand these things. So they don't really go to him for that kind of stuff. Those are the people you'll see in his chat that are like, I don't understand the drama. What's going on?
And I'm talking about the people who defend him on X.
Oh, those people. Yeah. That's
it's like, come on, y'all should know better than this. Look, here's the thing, guys.
I don't know that.
Sometimes you'll have beef with people. It'll go back and forth, man. I mean, we see it with everything, right? We all saw Drake and Kendrick, going at each other. Back in the day, we had Biggie and Pac. People just go at each other. But here's the thing: there's an etiquette to this shit, right?
Yeah.
Like if two men are in a fight, for example, if two men are fighting, when a man kicks another man in the balls,
Can't
do
that.
It's like it's the equivalent of that, of kicking another man in the balls.
Yeah, I understand. It's like a low blow, like below the belt. Yeah, it's below the belt. You don't do that shit. It's like that episode of King of the Hill covered that really well.
Oh,
like
God.
I don't know you. Let go of my purse.
That's my purse.
that's my favorite episode. Russell Hall's here. He heard no pants, and he's like, "You should show us some pictures of where you live." I'm thinking about doing like Cancun content, actually, like just like walking around, showing the city and like just different places, cool coffee shops, like members content. So that's something you can look forward to, Russell, and you can become a channel member.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, well, show off Cancun a little bit. Show off all these people with no pants.
It's probably going to be a little too PG for Russell's taste, but
for sure. Yeah, I'm planning on going to like the Hello Kitty cafe. That's where I'm going.
Russell's like, that's not the kitty I want to see.
Yeah, he's like, that's the wrong kind of pussy. Okay, we got a lot to talk about, including some weird drama that's like online drama, which I have absolutely no idea who this person is. Like, I've heard of the name, but I was like, I don't know who she is. What's her name? Alex Cooper?
Alex Cooper. She has a podcast called Call Her Daddy. I'm sorry.
Call Her Daddy. That's right. The only reason I heard of, like, I knew of her was because I think Kamala went on Call Her Daddy.
Yeah. Oh, she's big. She's basically she's the equivalent of like Joe Rogan. She's the female Joe Rogan.
Wow, I've never watched a single.
She
one
has
of
a huge platform. And she got that platform by just being a complete hoe bag as far as like, but let me rephrase that. Pretending to be a hoe bag, because apparently she's been married this whole time and living this wholesome life, but she's out there giving women advice to hoe around, right? And she's been doing this for a while.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. I mean, when we talked about it earlier, you said she's kind of like the equivalent of like Andrew Tate.
Like not as bad as him, but in the way of, the way Andrew Tate, tries to teach guys how to get laid. She on the reverse side, tells women to go out and get laid and forget their morals and forget, being monogamous and forget all this weird shit, In fact, I put 2 videos in a private chat just to kind of, show the audience who she is.
Let's do that.
She has gotten a lot more classier over the past like couple of years. So she still talks a lot of horrible shit, but it's in a more classy way. When she first started, though, man, she was just like raunchy as hell.
I like she still talks the same shit, just in a little bit of a classy way. Is that like Russell Hall, who's sending Rumble rants right now? I'm gonna show this clip right after I read these. Russell says over on Rumble, the quartering has been around a long time, and he's always been very prolific. So he's got a lot of legacy goodwill on the platform. So there you go. That's Russell's explanation of why he still has followers. And then also you absolutely could kick a man in the balls in a fight. It's safer than punching him in the throat.
I'm not saying you can. I'm just saying it looks like a bitch move. It's
a bitch move, especially if it's between 2 dudes.
Yeah,
ladies, that's a different story because
absolutely. No, like, ladies, feel free to kick as many balls as you want, but men,
especially if you're being attacked like in a grapey way, fucking go for it, man.
No, go for the balls. Always go for the balls, ladies.
Always.
Boys out there though, man, take your ass whooping like a man. I'm sorry, but
get in a boxing ring. Like, you gotta learn how to fight if you're a dude. If you're a dude, don't be a bitch.
And all we're
Russell
saying
Hall-
is what the quartering is doing is the equivalent of this.
I agree with that. Actually, I think that's a pretty that's you went below the belt, man.
You know,
went
look, you
below
can
the
have beef with
belt.
somebody, you know, back and forth online, but keep it between you and the other person. Don't go after their livelihood. Don't try to get them deplatformed. You don't want to set that precedence in this space. Like, you don't want to do that.
I saw it more like snitches get stitches, you know?
Yeah, or that, you know, just
like, and then Gary said the same thing because he's like, it's prison rules here, man. You don't do that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
That's right. You don't do that. You don't
there's certain
snitch.
things you don't fucking do, man, and you don't try to get another channel, you know, deplatformed because they made fun of you and you know and your wife.
You can do it. Like, you can make fun of them. Like, you can go on the attack and you can go crazy, but like on your own content. But just don't go to like, you know, daddy YouTube and be like, oh, like they tried to ban or that they're bullying me. It's like, whatever, man.
Again, it's just
That's
a precedent
bullshit.
you don't want to set in this space. You don't want people, you know, getting used to the idea of getting other people deplatformed. Like, you don't want that because you know what? Because it fucks everybody.
It really does. You know what? Because we're still talking about this, I'm gonna real quickly play this clip from Bearing of this guy Cog. This is the kind of culture that this creates. I'm gonna show you guys what's going on.
Yeah, we'll come back to call her daddy in a minute.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to this in just 2 seconds. But it's just alarming. But this is the kind, and we're not even gonna watch this full clip because he kind of like keeps repeating himself over and over. But this is it. Like, this dude, I don't even know who this dude is. He's going off. Listen to this.
And I hope he burns down the Kino Casino. I hope he flags all your shit into the ground. I do. Now, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't care. I hope he sues you, though, for defamation. That'd be fun. Yeah, I know. I'm not a huge fan of quartering either. But when it comes to quartering versus the absolute lying sacks of shit known as a Kino Casino, who are constantly sending their audiences after people by just lying and making up shit so they go and harass people for shit they've never done. Now, fuck them. I think they need to be burned to the ground. I do. It's just really fun because it'll be fucking hilarious to watch the absolute outcry when they can't get on a platform because they've been banned from them all. And it'll be really fucking funny to watch their audience just sporadically not know what to do with themselves. And they'll probably end up offing themselves. Funny as shit. They literally can't live without them. They seethe when they like take a fucking month off. It's so funny. Even if quartering did flag them down, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? It's Kino Casino. It's tribalism.
That's wild, man.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
And if you're in the wrong tribe, you're not allowed to flag. I'm getting to that point where I'm just like, flag them all. Fucking flag them all down. Let's just fucking flag. No one cares anymore. Let's just start flagging. Let's start flagging shit down.
I care, sir. I care.
Yeah.
Stop doing this gay shit. That's all I have to say about this.
Look, man, again, you cannot like somebody and that's fine. You know, look, I'm not even a big fan of Kino Casino, if I'm being honest, but this is some bitch shit. Like you go after the man, you don't go after the livelihood, man. Because the thing is, you're not just fucking those guys over. You're fucking over the people who work for them behind the scenes, right? Who have bills to pay, who have families.
Yeah.
Again, be a man. Step up to them face to face. Don't go beyond. I'm sorry. The more this case goes on, the more this shit goes on, man, the more fucking angry I get about it because it's the quartering. Number one, the quartering is too big for this shit, man. Like, and I hate to even say that about the guy, but he does have a big following. Even if some of them are bots or whatever, he has a big following. He could have just really ignored this shit altogether.
Yeah,
he could have ignored it. He could have just let it go. And you know what? His reputation would have been saved. Or safer than it was anyway, right?
Yeah. I don't know about that.
Well,
after all the documentaries coming
out. Well, I'm saying he wouldn't have as many people shitting on him as he does right now. Right?
That's true.
And when I say it affects all of us, man, it affects us all, dude. Like, we got pulled into this shit.
Yeah, we did.
Right? Like, and this has nothing to do with us.
No. We were just trying to, you know, cover the content and here, like, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's just crazy. I don't like it. I hate the flagging. Like I said, we already have enough to worry about with YouTube on its own. It's really stupid if YouTubers are going after each other. It's dumb. Everybody just stop it. Chill the fuck out. It's a bunch of jokes. The only time that flagging is okay in any way is if you're being doxxed or some type of something serious.
Or if someone
is
steals your
happening.
content.
Like, yeah, or
If someone
that.
continues to steal your content, that's a valid reason to get
Yes.
them, to get YouTube involved.
Yeah.
Right?
Like
Because no one
serious
should
shit.
make
I
money
mean,
off of your work.
like
That's something very different.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, like dox being like somebody shows up to your house and like puts your freaking address out on a video. Like,
Yeah, like shit
other
like
than
that.
that,
Yeah.
just stop it. Just stop
But
it.
you don't do it because of beef.
No, man. It's so stupid. It's so gay. I hate all of this, especially because of what's going on with YouTube. Like so many people, so many millions of people are affected by what's going on with YouTube right now. And it's just unreal. It's just unreal that so many people are just like ganging up on this shit. But anyways, let's move on.
Yeah.
We're going to this call her daddy. Call her daddy. She's prego.
So yeah, Alex Cooper, and she's had some very big guests on her show, right? She's had Charlize Theron, she's had Michelle Obama.
This is the Hillary Duff one, right?
Yeah, this is the one, Hillary Duff. This is the one I put in the private chat.
Yeah, I saw clips of this when it first happened.
Yeah, so I mean, she interviews these big people and they just talk about sex basically. And
okay, so it's one of those podcasts. Hey, we got a kicker. What's up, Kiki? Hi. The documentaries would have been because he's boring. It's true. He's boring. Okay, here we go.
I think we had like a date maybe a few days after, a week after or something. And
so
what was that?
Hillary Duff is talking about her ex-husband. And there's a lot of weird things going on right now with Hillary Duff and her ex. Like, and what she's about to say, I don't know if she realizes or not, it's going to make her sound pretty fucking bad. But go ahead and play it.
All right, let's see.
So I think we had like a date maybe a few days after, a week after or something. And it was great. But he was so nice to me. And I remember being like after a few times we had hung out, I was like, he's just so nice. That's not really a thing.
So you thought it was like almost a red flag that he was too nice?
I think I was just like not ready to accept all of that yet. I was like coming out of that, like a long relationship, a divorce. Like I was just like chaotic.
Yeah.
I think I needed some chaos first.
Yes. Meeting a nice guy that's actually going to treat you well. You're like, wait, can you pause for 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Let me
I'll
get
be
my shit
back
together and I'll come back.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I will say this. Yeah, when you're coming out of a bad relationship, I think this goes both ways. Like, whether you're a girl or a boy, like if you're coming out of a bad relationship, like if you meet the next person and they're like super great or whatever, you're just like, okay, you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, and you're just like, is this too good to be true? Because everything usually is, like that kind of thing. So that's how it sounded like to me.
Okay, so what's funny for a guy? A guy hears that and it sounds like, oh, she just wants to have sex. She just wants to bang. She doesn't want a nice guy. She doesn't want a relationship. She wants to slut. She wants to hoe around right now, right? Because think about it. Right after a divorce, right? You don't want to jump into something like right away. So she just wants to fuck, right? And that's what a guy hears.
True.
When she says something like that.
True. I mean, like, I can also see it that way as well. I think most women are also like that. Again, I think it's both ways actually. Like when you come out of a serious relationship, like a marriage, afterwards you're not really looking into getting into something serious anyway. Sometimes it happens because you're like, oh, it comes into your net, right? Like you catch a fish and then you're just like, oh, this is just happening and I guess I'm gonna have to go with it at this point, but sometimes most of the time you're not looking at that point.
I remember after my divorce, it took a while to, here's the thing. After divorce, you kind of just want to, retrain yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like you've been off the horse for a little while. So you want to like slowly get back on, trot around a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I haven't experienced that myself, thankfully, but I have had many, many friends that have experienced it. And I've been through like the girlfriend breaking up after a long relationship kind of thing. So I've been through it with other people, but just not myself. So I can empathize is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, no, look, and this is like a very mild interview compared to some of her other ones, but like it's just like this is just an example of her show. Like the other link I put in there.
Yeah, we got to go through that one too. But
It's a
before we
female comedian. I
do,
think she might be a lesbian. I'm not sure, but yeah, she gets into some weird
okay.
stuff too.
Oh, all right. Weird stuff with lesbians. That sounds.
I think she's a lesbian. I could be wrong. She kind of looks like one, but I could be totally
That
wrong.
sounds exactly up Russell Hall's alley. We're definitely gonna have to check that out.
Sorry,
Okay.
Russell. She's not a hot lesbian.
Oh no. Okay. Real quick, let me get these super chats because people are being so kind right now. Thank you so much, Ian. So forth with a 50. My goodness, thank you so much. That is incredibly generous.
Very cool.
Yay! Thank you. Yes, that's for 50. Don't care about Kina Casino, but Chrissy and Quartering have always seemed vulgar to me. Well, here's the thing. The Kino Casino are definitely vulgar also. They're definitely, but here's the thing. I never got along with them either. Like I wasn't a fan, especially because of what happened with Nick Regatta. Like they called me a sweeper, was like a whole thing. But they are also Canadian, and on a Canadian level, we click. Like me and the casino, we click because I get their humor. Like they have a lot of like the Trailer Park Boys style humor. It's the same style. I think they're my age, so we kind of like I get their humor. Like I get especially PPP. I get his timing. I just get it. Like even when it was with Nick, and I was close to Nick in that scenario, I still got like I would laugh at some of the stuff they would say because it was funny. Like I was like, okay, like yeah, it's rough, and Nick's getting it, but it's funny. Like it's comedic timing. But like Quartering, Quartering's always been like, I always thought he was chill, but then when they started to do the A-log thing, and then I started seeing stuff like what happened at the Ren Fair, I was like, oh God, this is not cool. That is weird.
Well, look, anytime beef is happening between two creators, man, pretty much everything's on the table, man. Because especially if you have done something public that's already out there, then you have nothing to fight against. You have no defense, right? Anyone can use that material. And if people are using material that is already online against you, then that's just part of the game, man. Unless it involves doxing or something crazy, if they're just using material that's already out there about you, then you just fight fair, man. Like you go back and forth with each other. You make a video, they make a video.
Yeah, what happened with that? Like we used like the Twitter like reaction videos. It was like one person makes another one. That was the whole drama. It's like people making reaction.
It's like a diss track, right? You just go back and forth, right?
It 100% was like that, and that would have been way more fun if Quartering had actually had like some talent to like go at them with comedy and like being like, oh, like let me go at PPP and Andrew like this, Andrew Worski. But nah, he just doesn't have it. He just doesn't have the talent. And then Chrissy, unfortunately, well, I mean, her catalog speaks for itself because she did have a show called The Wet Spot where she talks about, what she talks to porn stars. So
yeah, but you know what? Honestly,
that's vulgar.
That bugs me. Yeah. Here's the thing. I know some people are getting on Chrissy right now about like just her past and things like that. And I guess maybe because I'm from California and shit, I've especially LA and Hollywood, I've seen some shit. So like none of this phases me. Look, a girl's got to eat, right? That's all I got to say. But
oh God, not like that. I'm
just saying, sometimes you do something strange for change. You get what I'm saying?
Oh no, not all girls.
Not all girls.
Not like that.
Not all girls. Not all guys. But I'm just saying sometimes, man. That stuff didn't bug me. It's. I feel like she just got kind of pulled into this in a weird way. And again, I'm not defending Chrissy at all. But at the same time, I'm not actively going after her either.
No, of course not.
Like I'm not blaming her, but I'm also like I'm not going after her. Like I don't even bring Chrissy up because I feel like she's not the one getting people to platform. She's not the one who is like endorsing this shit. But she did get caught up in some shit that she, on her own personal level has to deal with.
Yeah, she does. But yeah, anyways, with regards to the super chat and the vulgarity of Chrissy or anybody else, I can understand why you would feel that way. But thank you, Ian, for the super chat. Really appreciate you. And also Saw sent in $10. Thank you, Saw. He says, hi, Nina and Verbal Riot. I'm feeling better after the weekend doing Spartan races, 21K and 10K and 5K. My goodness, that's insane.
Wow.
That's just that, you already put me to shame. I just did a minor exercise today.
I miss being that healthy, man.
I'm clapping for you because that's amazing.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
I did some sit-ups today, and I'm like, I want to die. Holy cow.
You know what? The last time I did sit-ups, I pulled a muscle in my stomach.
Oh, that's harsh.
I know. I just. Man, getting old sucks.
I know, getting old sucks. That's why I'm trying to be better at exercising and stuff, because I'm I know it's coming. It's right around the corner. It'll hit you one day, and you're like, oh God, all that time I wasted. I should have been doing more. And so I'm really trying getting into the Pilates, trying to loosen that hip. The hip, man. Once the hip goes, the knees go.
It. Yeah, once the hip goes,
that's it. That's it.
Because then you're hurting yourself even just having sex with people, right? At that point.
Exactly. I don't want that. I don't want that kind of stuff to happen. You're like, no.
I've had it happen, man. It's not fun or sexy.
It's definitely not sexy. It's definitely not
pulling
sexy.
a muscle in your leg and in the midst of coitus.
I got a crap. We gotta stop.
It's not sexy, man.
It's not. No. And then this is also not sexy. He says, I had to drain the fluid from under my toenail. That's not sexy at all. TMI, in fact. TMI. But thank you for the $10 to let us know about this.
Don't talk about that on a date, my friend.
Yeah. You just wanted to say the first part.
Yeah, the first part's fine. Oh, yeah, I run 5K, 10Ks, yeah.
I'm buff as shit. I'm doing my 10K, 21K, 5K. The ladies will love that. The toenail part, not so much. Just keep that under wraps. Everything else is cool. So, let's go to this other clip that you shared with us, and then we have some other.
Look, I don't know for sure if she's a lesbian. She just kind of looks like one, so I could be totally wrong.
Oh, so you're just judging? God,
I am judging.
Stop bullying her.
I'm just saying.
If you know, you know. Stop bullying her.
If you present a certain way.
Okay,
oh God,
yeah, I get.
Now, come on. Does she not look like a lesbian to you?
This is either classic lesbian or classic Liberian girl that's actually really hot.
Oh, you mean when she takes off the glasses and lets her hair down?
Takes off the glasses and puts the hair down, and it's like, whoa, who's that?
Put some makeup on.
Yeah. I she just seems like that kind of girl.
She could totally. There's even a term for it. It's called the pretty ugly girl, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Is that okay? I think she's
totally
the pretty ugly girl. She looks like the Liberian girl to me.
Gave tons of hand jobs. Is that what you're getting to? Call her daddy?
No.
In ninth grade? What do you mean, whore? Okay, yeah. I gave what? They were a couple of tugs. It wasn't much. I didn't know about lube. They were very dry, and the customers seemed happy. I never had a problem.
Hand jobs are just never a good experience for anyone.
I mean,
no,
I've given 6.
Wait, what are we talking? What's going on?
This is the show. This is the show.
She's talking about giving people hand jobs.
She brings these women on, and all they do is talk about sex, and they talk about being promiscuous. Some even talk about abortions. This has been her show that she's built. Now, guys, the reason why we're talking about this whole thing right now is because recently she came out with pictures of herself being 4 months pregnant, right? So she's pregnant with her first child with her husband.
Hold on. We're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Let's finish this clip. We're gonna get there.
Blowjobs.
6?
I know, it's a lot. It's very generous.
6.
I've given 6.
I like that number for you.
Yeah, 2 guys,
What?
6.
What is that? I like that number for you. You giving
It's so
6
obnoxious.
blowjobs? That I like that number. What is that comment? What does that even mean?
I don't even know. I don't even know. In context, I have no idea what that even means.
That is freaking. That's crazy.
Now, is she
2
talking
guys.
6 dicks at a time or over time?
No, I think she means in total.
Okay.
This bitch ain't no Bonnie Blue, man.
Yeah, like one kind of 4, 1, 2. One I really tried again, but I said, you know what? I'm really not in the mood. I said, I don't think so. He had hair on the bottom of his shaft. I couldn't get it
What
together.
the hell?
Well,
What
I never
are
even went
we
all the way down the
doing?
shaft, but and he was like, oh,
Wait, ugly pretty girl is getting like this kind of dick? Like,
I guess she. You know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. So, with the right makeup and her hair down, she could look pretty okay. Which means just being like let's say an LA 5, right? That'll still get you a certain amount of men.
True.
Being an LA 5, right? So, and I'm not even saying she's LA 5. I mean, she could be with makeup. She could be.
True.
So that sounds about right. It's easier for women to get laid than for men.
That's definitely true.
I'll get rid of it. And I said, just forget it. It was brutal.
Yeah, I can imagine being down there in that moment. You're just like contemplating your whole fucking life.
Yeah, is that the kind of whore you're asking about?
Oddly, no.
I'm back to again. I'm going through the blowjobs.
Wow,
Like
feel like that clip just needs so much context. But okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on because this is I was like, what are we listening to right now?
This is the show, okay? Like when you tune in to call her daddy, this is what you're going to see.
Right. And that's a good background because I had actually no idea. And I the only time I saw her was actually that clip with Hillary Duff and also when she had Kamala on during the election. And I was like, who's this girl? I don't know who she is. But this is what Verbal was talking about. This is the thing that she went viral for a couple days ago. It said Alex Cooper announces that she is pregnant and expecting her first baby with Matt Kaplan, which is her husband. So take it away. Tell us why this is.
So the reason why this is so much
about.
Controversy, right? And I'll admit most of the comments have come from the right side of the aisle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like people on the right are coming out or calling her hypocrites. I'm also calling her a hypocrite, even though I'm not left or right. Like I think, and we just saw her video. We saw her show.
Mm-hmm.
She's built a fortune, guys. This girl is rich. Okay, she has the number 2 podcast in the world, maybe 3, but still, she's in the top 5 of podcasts in the world, right? She built this platform on, telling women, about how, about staying single and having abortions and doing all this other weird shit, right? And then she's pregnant with a husband at home. So it's almost like she just did this shit for content, right? Like she's not living the life. You know what I mean? She's not down in the trenches with the other women.
I wonder though, like again, I don't know her too much. I don't know her content. I'm just I'm trying not to be judgmental. First of all, I actually agree with this. Congrats to them. Like it's always good to bring a new life into this world. It's a miracle. And I'm kind of glad that she's doing it because is it possible that she's just coming to a certain age where she's realizing that she's been wrong? I mean, like, it does happen.
I would hope so. And you know what? Honestly, I think she looks beautiful in this picture, right? And
she does.
And with pregnant, and I think she looks happy. And look, looking at that picture, it's like, man, that's how it should be, right?
Yeah.
A man and a woman married happily, expecting their kid. This is a very wholesome picture, right? She's not slutting it up in the picture, right?
Yeah.
Being very wholesome.
Her husband.
I would be fine with this, right? But you can't present this way and then your content be completely opposite of that, right?
Do you think she's gonna change her content though?
I don't think so because she's still doing the same stuff right now. Like her content hasn't changed. I mean, it depends on it depends who she's talking to, right? When she's talking to Michelle Obama, no, they're not talking about a bunch of sex, okay? They're just not, because it's Michelle Obama, right? But
Can you imagine?
But Charlize Theron, oh yeah, they're talking about all kind of crazy shit.
Oh, I saw that one clip with Charlize Theron too, where she was like, yeah, see, I always see clips of this girl. I didn't really I've never actually watched like a full show. But I do remember that.
I'm not taking like any righteous stance here. My thing is just like, look, man, there's a certain hypocrisy, right? Look, and I get doing a show. Doing a show, here's what's funny about me? When people like in my daily life, I am literally what's it called? I'm an introvert, right? In my daily life, right? Like when I'm just going about my day, I hate talking to people. I hate going out and being social with people, right? In my day to day. Now I could turn it on if I have to go to a party or a film event or a Hollywood thing. I could turn it on like that, right? I turn it on my show. I'm still the same person. I'm not being fake. It's just that I know when and when not to turn it on, because in my day to day, I just don't feel like being on. You get what I'm saying? So I can get her having a show and having that be very different than her personal life. But here's the difference. I'm not giving guys advice on how to be shitty. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not giving guys advice on how to be a shitty person and then living a certain way that's opposite to the advice that I'm giving these guys.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Like, I get your point, and I like the hypocrisy is annoying. But like I'm gonna put it towards like the lens of seeing Pearl, because I kind of associate that with like someone like Pearl, because she's always like talking about like the red pill, like don't get married, marriage is bad, that kind of thing. Like, now mind you, she's kind of right wing, so she's not actually telling women to go be promiscuous. In fact, she's like saying don't do that. But I can understand why a lot of people would be like, she's right, I'm not going to get married, because she makes a case about how marriage is bad. But I can see like how at some point Pearl will be like, you know what, I'm going to settle down and get married and have babies and like whatever, even though that's not quite what she's preaching about right now. And I think that at that point, and even to this girl, I think that that's what kind of is an interesting journey for the viewers to see also. Like, I can see why some women would get pissed if they actually did listen to her and was like, I'm going to take your advice and like not do the family thing. And then, they run out their own clock and they're like, oh, now you're pregnant and you have a baby and I don't have time anymore. I can see why they would get annoyed. But it also kind of shows you the journey of like, okay, you can be promiscuous and talk about promiscuity, whatever, like all these things and how marriage is bad and all the stuff. But then when you meet the right person, that's like your person, all that stuff's going to go out the door. You're going to want babies. You're going to want to have a family. And that's kind of an interesting journey.
No, it totally is. And I'll give you an even better example, right? Chrissy Mayer. Right? Chrissy is married now with a kid.
Right.
She converted to being a Catholic, to Catholicism. She's trying to live a certain way. So could you imagine if she's living this lifestyle that she's living now, and she's still doing shows with porn stars, how that would look?
But she's doing that though. That's not a good example, because she's still doing the porn star content, except she's not doing the porn, but she's still interviewing porn stars.
Is she? Oh, I look, I've only seen Simcast, and it seems like it's the same girls every week.
Yeah, no, that was the whole argument about her, was that the night that she was the night that she was supposed to go on Camelot's show, she had an in-person interview with a porn star, someone who had been very like heavy porn star too. It wasn't even like a Simcast.
I've only seen Simcast, so I thought, and it's usually the same girls all the time,
No, she's definitely doing the thing.
Oh, then fuck it. Then that's hypocritical too.
Yeah.
That's,
like a lot of people have, I think, asked her that, and I don't know if she's planning on changing that content, and I won't know because I'm not planning on talking to her anytime soon. But not.
Again, there's you can't present a certain way and then do something polar opposite of that, because that's when people call you a grifter, right? That's when they call you fake. That's when they call you all these things. The worst thing you could be called in this YouTube space is inauthentic.
Yeah,
that's the worst thing you could be called. And the only thing close to that would be content thief. Okay?
Pretty much. And flagger. I mean,
And
like
flagger,
those kind of things.
it's
Yeah,
up there. So
definitely.
you gotta be. Look, man. Like I said, like you could be on and still be real.
Spike is bringing up a good point. Is talking to them a sin? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But it's more like if you're talking to them and you have a mission and the reason you want to talk to them. Like, let's say the person's an ex-porn star, they've lived a life, they don't promote that life, they've left that life, and they want to talk about their journey. That's an interesting conversation about, the bad things about porn. I think that kind of interview is great. But if you're just going to sit there and talk about like how porn has done a lot of great things for your life, then that's skating the line. It's not that it's sin, but you're promoting it, and
you're right.
I don't think that's a good
you're
thing.
Exactly right. Like here's the thing. It's not wrong to have an interview or talk to somebody in that industry, but then you can't go ahead and promote their content either after, right? Like you can't
especially
tell the
when
guest,
you're living.
You can't be like, tell people where to find you. Right?
Promote your website. So I mean, there's definitely like hypocritical things going on too. But I just think that I definitely don't think talking to someone is a sin or anything like that. Like you should be able to talk to whoever. But it's just the way how you conduct yourself and what your purpose is into interviewing someone. Like, for example, I interviewed Jasmine Jafar. I don't know if you guys remember or if you've ever seen it, but Jasmine Jafar is a heavy porn star. She's not even like just OnlyFans. She's done like crazy porn.
Ex-lawyer turned porn star, by the way.
Yeah, but the reason I had her on and the reason that I talked to her is because she's Persian, and I found her fascinating because like we basically had the same type of upbringing. We come from the same culture. And I could not be further away from how she turned out or what she decided to do with her life and like how she decided to do that. I couldn't be further away from that.
But
you
weren't promoting her lifestyle.
Fascinated me.
You weren't promoting her lifestyle either, though.
I wasn't promoting it, but I was like, I understand why you did it. Like when she explained it, I was like, well, and long story short, it was money, and that's why a lot of people do it. I wouldn't do it. But I can understand why she did it. And she explained that to me. And I was like, well, like, didn't your dad get bad? Dad and is Baba in Persian. I was like, didn't your Baba get mad? Like, isn't your dad like, upset about it? And she, she was telling me the whole story. It's actually a fascinating interview. You guys should definitely go watch it. But that's why I interviewed her, because I had a purpose in interviewing her. I wanted to get to know her psychology, like why she chose to do what she did, especially because she was so educated and like she's a lawyer and her parents were lawyers. So I was like just fascinated about how the psychology of that worked. So I think there was
a girl who was in my old friend circle back in LA, and she's an actress or whatever, and she was a big proponent she was an advocate for, trans people, basically, right? And we got into this huge discussion / argument at this party one time about the fact that her stance was trans women shouldn't have to identify themselves on dating apps, right? And I was like, the fuck they don't. Yes, they do. They absolutely have to. They should identify themselves, man. Definitely. When a guy is on a dating app, he's not trying to find a trans woman. He's trying to find a woman. You get what I'm saying? And so we had this whole thing, and she does all this online stuff about trans people and trans, men should date trans women because they're women, all this other shit, right? Meanwhile, she gets married to this Marine, right? This 6'5" Marine, right? Like, I mean, a manly man. And I'm like, bitch, why didn't you date a trans man? Why didn't you marry somebody trans, right? Because you're sitting out here condemning people who don't date trans people, and you're fucking marrying a Marine, a 6'5"
That's crazy,
Marine.
Right? Yeah,
and that's my point of just like you can't walk a certain way and then preach something else.
Yeah. And again, Spike, to your point of like, so you can do it by Chrissy. No, Chrissy can do whatever she wants. I'm just saying, I did it for that reason, and also just to add another layer to that, I'm not confined by religious ideologies.
Exactly.
She is. She's a
Exactly.
Catholic. She's a Christian. I'm not. I'm not a Catholic. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Muslim. I don't have a religion. So I don't have
So
that.
there's no hypocrisy there at all.
I don't have confines of morality or things like that about me. I just have my own moral compass that I follow, and I get fascinated by those things. That's up to her, like how she wants to conduct her life and how she's a Catholic or Christian or whatever that means.
It's called congruency, right? Like that's what this is called, being congruent. Nina's right. If you don't have a belief that conflicts with that, then there's no problems at all, right? Because that is congruent to what she's doing. Also, let's also state this too. Nina doesn't make a habit of having porn stars on her show.
Yeah,
she did that one time, right?
Yeah.
We're talking consistency of shit.
Yeah. And it's only one, again, it was only because she was Persian. I was like, I'm fascinated by you. We need to speak because I'm so far from what she's like.
Now, look, I wish Alice Cooper all the luck in the world, man. Like, I hope that she has a healthy baby. I hope, her and her husband are happy. I have nothing against her. I'm just saying it bugs me that she's giving women terrible advice, but not following any of it.
Yeah, you're talking about Alex, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Alice Cooper, yeah.
I hope that with regards to her, again, because I don't know her content too much, but I do hope that having the baby actually changes her for the better and that she decides to kind of revitalize her content into being like, look, I was that girl that was telling people this and that and the other, but I've realized that was not the best course of action. And as I've grown older, I've grown wiser, and I'm a mom now, and talk about that journey, and maybe she can help a lot of women, especially these liberal women that kind of get stuck in the whole I gotta do this and I gotta do that, because if anything, she's actually a really good role model for them, because she was became a successful podcaster, had her own money, then when married, then got had her own job and everything like that, then got married, and then had a baby and stuff. So she can be like, you can do what I did, go and do work and, be the work person and blah, blah, blah. But when you have the time and if you fall in love and you have the right guy in your life, get married and go have babies. And it's great. You should do it, So hopefully that'll actually help a lot of women. I don't know.
But also,
I guess we'll find out.
Some comments in the chat, and guys, hear me out when I'm trying to say this, right? It's not about being perfect. It's not about having rules for thee and not for me. It's not about that. It's just about the fact that this woman has made millions of dollars giving women bad advice for years, right? Telling them to do things that she definitely isn't doing in her own personal life. That's one thing, right? If you're a Christian, because I saw someone bring up the religion thing. If you are a Christian or just have a fundamental belief in, an ideology that conflicts with a certain lifestyle, then by that you cannot do it, man. I don't call myself. Look, I studied a lot of religions, and for a long time I was a Christian, and I even led Bible groups, right? I was that guy. It was a long time ago, but when I realized that I couldn't do it anymore, I didn't call myself a Christian anymore, right? I pulled myself out of it because I didn't want to give Christians a bad name by living a certain lifestyle but doing something totally contradictory, right? Like believing something and then doing something contradictory. I didn't want to be that guy. So I just quit calling myself a Christian. I pulled myself away from it because I didn't want to give Christ a bad name. It's just, you gotta be congruent with your lifestyle and the message that you preach.
That's a good point. Real quick, let me get this super chat here. The Front Porch Conservative, how you doing? I haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you for the $9.99. He says, around the corner, Lady Nina, you aren't even on the same street as becoming seasoned, aka getting old. Thank you so much. That is a very sweet thing to say. I very much appreciate it. But it's coming around the corner.
Yeah, at least you still look young, Nina. Shit. I am fully gray at this point. I am more salt than pepper at this point in my life. So
you look great, and black don't crack. So
that's what I keep saying. But
you're good. You're good. Now this was hilarious. This is how I was alerted to all of this, by the way. This morning I see Verbal tweet out at Brett Cooper, who apparently covered this whole story in this video she did about Alex Cooper. So if you guys are interested in further details about the Alex Cooper drama, go and check out this video Brett did. But there was somebody mentioned in this video. So we're
yeah, she basically she quoted me without even giving me the credit of my name. But
at least she can block your name, because you know how sometimes she does that. She'll like put like a block like on the
that's true.
person's
That's true.
profile.
I'm just giving her shit, man. I really
I
do, but
know.
it's kinda
I know.
funny.
It's funny though. It is funny. This
The
person.
right-wing discourse erupted. It was like alarms went off on X. For example, one person said, the same Alex Cooper who's built a career on telling women to stay single, abort their babies, and embrace.
One person said, "That's you."
She could have just said Verbal Riot. Like she could have just said Verbal Riot said this, right? But it's all good. It's cool, Brett. We're good. We're
this
good.
person did not appreciate that, Brett.
No, I love Brett. I love Brett. She's great.
Dude, I like every time I watch her videos, I'm like, I wonder if there's people that watch a Brett Cooper video in like 1.2 speed, because she already sounds like at 2.5 speed to me. Like I'm like,
she's a fast
take
talker,
a breath.
man.
Like
Yeah.
I know, right? I'm like, I don't think she speeds up her video. I think that's just her. Like,
no, that's just her. She's just, man, she's fast.
It's so fast. I'm like, she's like the freaking roadrunner with her like speech. She's like,
but you know what though? She has that young energy. You know what I mean?
She does. Yeah, she really does.
Is celebrating her new pregnancy with her husband. You can't make this shit up, folks. My friend Link Lauren said Alex Cooper got rich telling young women to stay reckless, promiscuous, and single, while she lives a stable traditional life behind the scenes. If her audience ever
She said this person's name.
I know, right?
What?
Said her name,
lives
not
a stable
mine,
and
man. Like, what's up with that,
life behind
Brett?
the scenes.
Brett,
Her
what's
audience
up with
ever
that?
grows up, her business model falls apart. She
seems a little
is a
racist,
phony.
Brett.
Now,
No, I'm just joking.
there was another tweet that has been deleted, but Brad Wilcox, who is a friend of mine,
What?
and
Another
he runs
name.
the
Another name, Brett. Come on now. That's
Family
3.
Institute at the University of Virginia. He made a post and he said, she's doing all of these traditional things in private while saying all of these promiscuous sexual things publicly. She's living this double life.
Look
a lot
how
of people
she
attacked
talks.
him. He ended up taking down that tweet, but that was the sentiment that was shared by a lot of people. And so I want to be fair.
Is she on like 10 energy drinks? How does she talk so
I don't know. Either she's doing Red Bull or cocaine. I don't know. One of the two.
Because
but
since her marriage,
It's
she
crazy.
hasn't really been living traditionally
I'm
the
kidding,
right-wing discourse.
Spike says, become her friend, Dante. Yeah, get
no,
her
you know
on the
what?
show.
No, I love Brett Cooper, man. I was giving her a little shit, but like, no, I love her. But what's funny about this though is, besides that part, is she lumped me into like right-wing conspiracies. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm a right-wing conspiracist. Like
that was actually the funniest part of the clip, when she goes, right-wing conservatives are losing their mind, like this guy. And I'm like, this
I'm like,
guy's
how am I a
right-wing
right-wing? Like, when I lived in LA, man, I spent half my time at Jumbo's Clown Room. How the fuck am I a right wing?
Oh my god, that's like the funniest thing I've ever heard, because it's like you're so black pilled on politics. So anyone who like is actually watching your content or like knows your show, like knows like you're very black pilled on politics.
I hate both sides.
Yeah, you're definitely not like the voice of the Republicans or something like that. That's
absolutely not. Absolutely
That's
not.
crazy. Thank you, Russell Hall over on Rumble. He says for 3 Rumble rants in a row. When you say the Kitty Cafe ... Okay, that's one. And then for another $1, he says, yeah, all I heard her say was, I'm a giant whore. Oh, the other clip.
Alex Cooper.
Yeah. And then Anna, he says, Anna would be turned on by seeing someone drain the fluid from under their toenails. Oh, you know what? You're actually right about that. The crazy part is that you're right. Every time I'm watching the Jack show and she starts with that pimple popping shit, I'm like, I gotta log out. I X out so fucking fast when she starts
I will
with that
never
shit.
understand that thing, right? Like, I don't even know what it's called. Like, what is it called? It's like, it's not a kink. It's just something weird, right? Like,
I don't know. It's like is it a fetish? I don't even know if it's a
weird,
fetish.
man. Like, it can't be a fetish, because a fetish, like, you get off on it, right?
Yeah,
like, I don't think people get off on pimple popping, do they?
Do they? I don't know. Ooh.
I don't know, man. I look, I'm an old man. I don't know what these young kids are into these days. I mean,
wait, like what is it called? Chat, you guys will know. Chat will know. What is it actually called when people are into like weird videos like the pimple popping and
I mean, it is a fetish. I mean, it's I don't know. But fetish implies sex. Right?
Yeah, fetish implies like you're like gooning to it or something, but I don't think people are gooning to it. They just get this like I don't know, like it's like a I guess it's kind of like the ASMR thing. Like they get like it feels
like
good.
a sensory satisfaction.
Yeah, like a sensory satisfaction thing.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know what that's called.
I don't either.
I think it's weird though. I've never been into that. Like, ugh.
I used to date a girl who was kind of like into that, but like she like I don't have pimples, so I was like, I'm sorry, I can't help you with that. Like
That's hilarious. Yeah, I know. Like Anna's talked about like how like she wants to pump like pop Peaches' pimples and stuff, and I'm like, oh god, that's so gross. Like, why are you talking about this?
I don't get it, man. I don't get it, but
it's a release. Gross. You guys, damn it, chat. It's so gross. Guilty pleasure, says Charlie Horse. Oh God, is that what this is?
I mean, well, if you feel guilty about it,
I don't think she feels guilty about it. Like Anna, I mean. So I don't know if it's guilty pleasure. All right, moving right along. We have other things to talk about. Like our second topic actually is Betty Boop. Betty Boop is back, you guys.
Okay, Nina, your crowd might be a little younger, so you got to explain who Betty Boop even the fuck is. Because
why are you making me explain it? Are you trying to age me? You explain.
Look, all I know about Betty Boop is that it was a cartoon about this whore. I mean, that's kind of what she was. I mean, Betty Boop was a whore.
Was she?
She would dress out. She was like a lady of the night, right? I mean,
she definitely was a harlot. Like she was like.
Definitely a harlot. Maybe not a whore, but a harlot for sure.
Yeah, she was a harlot. She was a singer. She was like a nightclub singer. She was very sexy for the time, you know. She was definitely not a conservative lady. Let's just say that.
She came this cartoon came out around the time of like Felix the Cat.
Yeah.
And like some of these like Heckle and Jekyll, some of these really old cartoons, right?
Yeah. But she was the one, man. Betty Boop is. I think, like, even if you're young, you've seen her. Like, even if you're a younger person, you've seen her image somewhere. You might not know it's Betty Boop or like where it's from, but she's an icon. She's an icon. She's been an icon for years. She's so cute. I love her.
I know so many strippers who have tattoos of Betty Boop on their body.
Are you serious? That's
I'm not even kidding. Funny. Like she's an icon to whores, but she's the icon. I mean,
she's a sex worker icon. I didn't really know that. That's kind of crazy.
Maybe you should pull up a picture of Betty Boop so that they.
Yeah, I'm trying to. If Variety decides to work on my screen here, I'm having frozenness right now. I don't know why Variety does this to StreamYard these days. I think maybe it's the ad blockers, but it says this is her. Here's Betty. It's Betty Boop. The article says Quinta Brunson to develop and star in Betty Boop feature from Fletcher. Is that Fletcher Studios?
Yeah.
And Fifth Chance Production. I don't know what the studio this is, but this is the lady. And I guess a lot of people got upset about this.
Well, because it's another race swap, right? We're race swapping again. Because Betty Boop is not black, obviously.
She's definitely not black. I guess she kind of does have like a Betty Boop haircut going here, doesn't she? She's got a little Betty going on right now. She just needs,
I don't know. Maybe if maybe they could say Betty was mixed. I don't know. Like if you're gonna do this, then at least get a lighter skinned black person or Latina. Get a Latina to play her, right? Like.
Here's the thing. I don't actually hate this casting because usually black people have really pretty voices. So I'm like, she's probably going to sing really well. So I think
Well, here's the thing. I like the actress that they're looking at. She's in the show called Abbott Elementary, and hilarious show. One of my favorite comedies on TV right now. And she is funny. The show is hilarious. I like her a lot as an actress. I'm just so tired of the race swapping, man.
Yeah,
It's
the race
like,
swap sucks.
like, you know what? If we
It's
didn't have all this race swapping shit going on, and this came up, and she wanted to play this part, I would have been like, that's fine, you know, because it doesn't happen all that much. But because it happens in every single fucking property now.
I know, it's annoying. I hear you guys. See, that's the thing, is like I actually understand. I know why it's annoying. But I'm also like, well, let's see how it turns out, I guess.
Sometimes it works, man. Like, look at Samuel Jackson.
Works.
Look at Samuel
Sometimes
Jackson in Avengers, right? Nick Fury was a white dude, right? And they did this one comic of him being black, and all of a sudden now Nick Fury is just known as being Samuel Jackson, right? So
yeah, I mean, Betty Boop would definitely. I think it should have been a white person for sure. It's not like white people can't sing either, but. Let me read this. Let me read this, because maybe it'll change your minds when you hear what the movie is going to be like. So it says Quinta Brunson, which again I had no idea who she was until what you just said. I had actually no idea. Is stepping into the world's most famous flapper. Is that what they're called? She's a flapper.
Well, yeah, like in the 1920s, they had the flapper girls who would get up on stage and. They had the short skirts, and they would tap dance and shake their ass and that.
I didn't know that's what they were called. The Abbott Elementary creator, that's the show you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Winner, an Emmy winner, will develop this and star as Betty Boop in a feature film adaptation of nearly century-old animated icon. By the way, when I first read this the headline and everything, first thing I checked was like, is she doing like a live action movie, or is this a cartoon? Because I would have been completely fine with it if she was just doing the voice.
Oh yeah, cartoon.
And then I saw that she's doing like the live action, and I was like, okay. Variety has learned exclusively that Brunson's company, Fifth Chance Productions, has partnered with Mark Fletcher, grandson of Betty Boop creator Mark Fletcher, and Fletcher Studios on the project, which is currently in development and overseen by Fifth Chance. Head of creative affairs, Aaron Wenberg. Now, here's the thing. Like, okay, so grandson is involved, but I mean, that's not his creation. It's granddad's creation. So grandson's taking some liberties there. I don't know. I don't know how I would feel about that if I was grandpa. I'd be like, leave my Betty alone, damn it. The film will trace the origin and evolution of Betty Boop through the perspective of her creator, Max Fletcher, examining the relationship between the artist and his creation as he navigates the creative and commercial pressure of building one of the world's first animated icons, particularly as that icon begins to take on a life of its own. I wonder if they're doing some type of like Cool World style, like, you know what I mean?
See, and that would be really interesting, right? Like, that'd be kind of cool, because I love Cool World, man.
I love
Roger
Cool
Rabbit,
World,
Cool
too.
World, all those weird movies from like the 80s where like, you know, live action mixes with animation. Like, that'd be kind of cool.
I think that would be cool too. I wonder if that's what they're doing, because it kind of sounds like that, because it sounds like he's talking about the perspective of the creator to the the creation, and then seeing that come to life. It makes Betty Boop's first theatrical motion picture appearance in a starring role since 1930s, when she emerged as Fletcher Studios' groundbreaking Talker Tunes series. I have to access
and that brings up a good point, because I understand people are tired of the race swapping and stuff. I know I am, for sure. I'm sick of that shit.
We talked about it last week about Helen of Troy.
Yeah, I'm just so tired of it. But here's the thing, guys. I don't know if there's enough people who really, really give a fuck about Betty Boop to be outraged about it, right? Like, we're talking about a cartoon from like the 30s that, again, most people don't even know or remember. So in this kind of situation, I'm just like, sure, knock yourself out. Why not? I guess, like I'm not like outraged by it like some people want to be. But it is something to again, because we get it so much now, right? And Betty Boop was a white woman, or it was based on a white woman. I believe Betty Boop was based on Betty Page.
Oh,
who
is
was
that
like a
true?
pinup in the 50s, and because that's why they even have the same name. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I remember hearing back in the day. That
I'm
she was
gonna
inspired by Betty Page.
I'm gonna Google it. No, Betty Boop is not based on the pinup
No,
model
okay.
Betty Page.
That was like the rumor going around for like the longest time back in the day that she was inspired by.
It says instead Betty Boop was a caricature of the 1920s flapper culture that was largely inspired by a few real life performers of that era, including Helen Kane, Baby Esther, and Clara Bow.
I have no idea who any of these women are.
Yeah, I guess these are.
But then again, I'm not up on my flapper history.
But get this though, Baby Esther was a young African American jazz singer who performed at the Cotton Club in Harlem. So, I mean, there was definitely, black girl flappers. Apparently, that sounds like a weird thing to say.
Here's what you're right. But here's what the nuance is, right? There are black people who can pass for white.
True.
There are people who are black, believe it or not, who could pass for white people. They used to be called high yellow or whatever, term you want to use for them. But there are blacks who can pass. And I think a lot of times, especially back in those days, if there was even a question if a white person was black, they had to go to black establishments.
Wow.
They couldn't go to white establishments.
Wow.
So it's totally possible that Betty Boop is black, but
I mean, even if she was, like, at the time, would he have been able to like paint her black and then have her be as famous as
no, not in the 30s? Are you fucking kidding?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like in the 30s, right? Like maybe if he even intended it to be black, actually, like I guess we would have never really known, would we? Because he just didn't make her like that because she wouldn't have been accepted. So I don't know. It's just like it's an interesting perspective to think about. I do think like I guess I'm just tired of outrage culture a little bit. So I'm like, am I just giving too much grace to this? I don't know. I'm tired of being fucking
we need to pick
mad.
our battles a little bit better here. Like I'm tired of being outraged about every single fucking thing. You know what I've accepted? I've just accepted that Hollywood is going to Hollywood. And they're never gonna do the right thing, right?
Yeah.
And once I realize that, now I just hate things as they come.
You know what, Spike? Barely. Thanks for mentioning it. Okay, I need glasses now. I'm old. No, yes, my eyes work. What do you mean? She white, okay? She white. What do you want me to say?
She's definitely a white woman. Or, I mean, again, because she had to be back in those days.
No, I was just saying that Google was saying she was also like based on these women that I just named who are apparently black. So that's interesting. But then maybe Google is trying to do revisionist history. Maybe Dante was right, and it was actually the other person like that she was based on.
Again, that's just.
And then the AI is trying to like do some revisionist history shit there. God knows.
Here's some information for you. The number one tattoo among strippers are Betty Page and Betty Boop.
Oh, there you go.
So
now I want to look up Betty Page. Let's see what she looks like.
Oh, she was hot.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to like make sure this is okay to look at for YouTube.
Betty Page was the Sydney Sweeney of her time.
Yeah, she's not okay. She's not showing nip, so we can look at this. That's fine. This is YouTube friendly.
And Betty Page was thick. THIC.
She's very pretty.
Oh,
she kind of looks like Wonder Woman.
I know, right?
I could totally see her as Wonder Woman. She's pretty.
If she were around today, she would have been like a rap video vixen, man. I'm telling you, like this girl.
That's great.
Yeah, she was hot.
Let's look up the other one that the Google AI told us about. This is Baby Esther. Hold on, let's look up Baby Esther because she's supposed to be one of the flapper girls that was black. Oh, this chick's even got Betty Boop's hair. Look.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what though? That was typical flapper hair back in the day. Like a lot of flappers have the short curly hair
with the little kind of like horn styles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
That's so cool.
Oh no, I can totally see Betty Boop in her for sure.
That's crazy. I had no idea about any of this.
So I don't know. I mean, maybe this is one of those race swaps where it's like, okay,
it might work. You never know. This is one of those things that you just won't know. Here's another picture of baby Esther though. Whoa, that looks really different. Look how baby Esther looks totally different in like this picture than this picture. This is when she was like, on.
Yeah.
Like, boy, can a hairstyle change a person? Wow. Incredible.
Yeah. Now, my question is though, and is there like really a need for a Betty Boop movie? Like
absolutely, Dante. Why not?
In 2026, are people clamoring for a fucking Betty Boop movie? Like, are they beating down the studio's door for a Betty Boop movie?
You know what? You're making fun, but I wouldn't mind it because I'm like, you know what? At this point, why not? We got everything else. Like everything else has been fucking shat on already. So why not Betty Boop? Let's go.
I mean, shit. They did a Flintstones movie. They might as well do Betty Boop, right?
Yeah. Why not? Why not? There's a need for everything in this world. Somebody will like it. I know. You know, the whores will love it.
You know what? That's
all the
true.
Strippers.
And we got to think about the whores.
We have to.
We got to think about the whores because who else will?
Call Her Daddy podcast. That's for sure.
There you go.
Betty Boop is one of our nation's most beloved cartoon characters, yet somehow still remains pleasantly niche. Bronson wrote in a statement. She has said she has had a quiet but undeniable impact on culture of nearly a century. That's the thing that I guess bugs a lot of people, like Spike. I would say, that sentence, right? Undeniable impact on culture for nearly a century. So if she is white, then that's part of white people's culture, and that's why they're mad. They're upset because they're like, that's our thing, man.
But she's been in the zeitgeist in a very underground kind of way, right? Like she's a counterculture like icon.
Yeah, she was too spicy.
Yeah.
After Aaron and I met with Mark and learned more about his grandfather's creation of Betty, I realized there was a much deeper story to tell, one that could be explored in a way that feels refreshing, submersive, and timeless, much like Betty herself. Added Mark Fletcher, when Quinta first approached me with the unique concept of a movie about the relationship of my grandfather, Max Fletcher, and his creation, Betty Boop, I was breathtaking. Quinta so embodies Betty's love of life, intelligence, humor, sassiness, and compassion that the relationship between her and Betty and Max burst into life at its mere mention. Like Greta Gerwig and Margot Robbie did with the blockbuster Barbie, Brunson, who has built Abbott Elementary into network television's defining comedy of the decade. Wow, I'm gonna have to check this out. I've never even heard of this show until today.
It's just a fun show, and the characters are fucking insane and crazy and yeah.
I mean, I love me a good comedy, man, and I feel like comedy's been missing in my life, so maybe I'll check this out.
I remember I was going through a down period. This was like a year ago, and I just for some reason I just started watching it, and I just binged the whole thing.
I'm gonna have to check it out, Dante. What network is it on?
Hulu.
Okay, I have to check it out. Into network television defining comedy for the decade could follow a similar template. A formidable female creator star reimagined a nearly century-old female character through a contemporary lens. I hate this kind of writing. This is the kind of writing that just makes me like less excited about anything. Like I'm like, oh my god, a reimagining. No, stop saying these words.
If they were smart, they would totally do this like Roger Rabbit style. And I think that style of filmmaking has been lost for a really long time. So it'd be kind of cool to bring that back.
I agree. I think this should be definitely like a Roger Rabbit, Cool World style movie. Created by Mark Spector. Okay, we know about that. Jazz boop, bloop, bloop, bloop. I think that's pretty much it, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the details. So there you guys go. I know Spike is not excited, but what about the rest of you guys in the chat? Are you guys interested?
I would feel better if Greta Gerwig were doing it, but we'll see.
Dumb take, says Ian so forth. About what? About the reimagining? I hate the word reimagining. It's got such a negative thing to it because literally everything that I've ever liked that has been said, like, we're doing a reimagining, and I've always been like, oh no, like no.
Look, sometimes a reimagining works, right? Sometimes like The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight was a reimagining of Batman and Joker.
Sure.
A more grounded reimagining, right? So sometimes it works. Sometimes it just really doesn't work at all.
I mean, like, I guess Barbie was a reimagining in a way.
Not really, because that was the only Barbie movie we ever had. Like, usually a reimagining is taking something that's already been done and doing it like a different way.
No, but I mean, like, reimagining and like in a sense that like she went into the real world, like she wasn't a doll, like they did the whole like that kind of thing. Like it wasn't like, oh, here's a movie about a doll, like, you know, and that, like, that's it. They did the whole like fourth wall thing with her a little bit, so in a way it's reimagined.
Look, the right director can really transform anything, and I the problem is that I feel like we're running out of the right directors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was a time where, God, man, back in the 80s, 90s, you could point to a director and they were great, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we're so far from that, man. And that's why it hurts so bad, man, with Chris Nolan. Because Nolan was one of our best of recent times, right? He's one of our best, and now he's fucking up.
Dude's crazy, man. Did you see that clip of him going around about how he's like, I'm not on, like, I don't do email and I don't have a smartphone.
Yeah, I mean, he's always kind of said that shit. The funny thing to me though is watching him do all of these promos, right? Because Chris Nolan doesn't do this kind of shit. He doesn't do the media tour, and he's doing it now because he's afraid that this movie is going to bomb.
It's gonna bomb. It's gonna tank. Like that movie, I don't think it's gonna do well. I really don't. I don't think.
Oh, the Odyssey is not going to do well. No, it's going to do well the first week. And it's
because all the normies are gonna go. Yeah, it's gonna have a huge drop, I think. But I guess we'll find it's either gonna have a huge drop or it's actually gonna be one of those movies that like blows everyone away, and then word of mouth is gonna be like, no, it's actually good. You guys should go see it, and everybody's gonna go see it. But
I'm sorry, man, I can't buy it. You can't have a movie about the Greek gods where the gods aren't gods, right? Like
the gods aren't there.
Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude, have you seen what's been going on with Star Wars, like the Mandalorian?
Oh, it is getting shit on, and you know what's funny? It's getting shit on by the Shields.
I know it's getting shit on by like Variety and like
even the
Independent.
Shields,
like
right?
Holy
like so.
Shit.
Something that I will never understand in my life is how you make an unsuccessful Star Wars movie. How is that even possible? Star Wars, it used to be like printing money, right?
Bad.
Same thing with Marvel, but Star Wars for the longest time was like printing money. All of a sudden, man, it's not even bankable anymore.
It's so bad. I mean, I've been checked out of Star Wars since literally like Mandalorian season 1. I'd never even watched Disney Star Wars, like anything after The Last Jedi. I was like, I'm out.
I'm not gonna lie. I miss that time of the Acolyte. Like I really do, because I feel like it was such a unifying time in the YouTube space. Like we all bonded under our hatred of the Acolyte to the point where it just became comical.
Like
that,
I think that's gonna be like the Nolan thing. It's gonna unify everyone.
Like that was a good time, man. The
Yeah,
acolyte, the acolyte brought us all together.
The same thing's gonna happen on the Nolan Odyssey, because everyone's just gonna be like memeing that shit, like left and right, like everyone's gonna be memeing that, and it's just gonna be like glorious to see all the memes and stuff. Bro, IGN gave Mando and Grogu 5 out of 10. That should tell you everything you
That
need
should
to
tell you
know.
everything. That's
Because
crazy.
IGN gives literally everything 7 out of 10. Like literally everything. So,
Oh, and they love Pedro. They love Pedro. So like that's crazy.
Did someone say Star Wars? Did someone say Star Wars?
Oh no.
No. No.
Rhino, this is a safe space. You can talk Star Wars here.
Yeah, we won't kick you out the show. No, but on a serious note, guys, Raging Rhino has a great channel where he talks about Disney Star Wars. Well, he shits on Disney Star, rages about Disney Star Wars. And I think he's going live after the show. So we're gonna try and do another raid on his channel tonight. He's probably
guys,
gonna be
support Rhino, man. He's a good guy.
Yeah, and he's probably gonna be going through this Mando and Grogu. I mean, the absolute craziness right now. It's actually kind of wild to see that
The way Chris
the
Gore described that
shitting
movie,
on it.
because Chris and Alan saw it this week.
They saw it.
Yeah, they have nothing but bad things to say about it. Like they are,
Ooh.
and they were trying to be objective, and they were like, we
Ooh.
can't.
Oh, I wonder what Rhino's gonna think of it. Oh,
Alan said if you think Grogu is cute, you'll like the movie. If you don't, you'll fall asleep.
I think Grogu is cute, but I've never really watched any of the Star Wars, like Disney Star Wars stuff. Like I just don't like it. It's just not my thing. Like I'm out. I'm out on this garbage. But I mean, all the power to anybody who's into it. Like, again, you love what you love. You like what you like. You enjoy what you enjoy. Some people are gonna like, Black Helen of Troy. Whatever, man. Good, fine. People are gonna like Black Betty Boop. That's cool. It is what it is, man. I guess there's something for everybody out there. Now we are going to move to a little bit of an interesting article that I found today. This is, you guys know I'm fascinated by AI. Dante and I have been kind of A-logging the advent of AI. There's every week there's some type of AI story. And this week is no different. So here's this week's AI story. Paul Schrader had an AI girlfriend who terminated our conversation. What a disappointment. This guy, I'm not good with names, so I didn't know who the hell this guy was. But so if you guys don't know, if you're like me, this guy is the filmmaker and taxi driver screenwriter. So he's pretty famous for his creation of Taxi Driver. He revealed on Facebook that he procured an online girlfriend, but the chatbot ended the relationship after he attempted to explore the boundaries of its programming. That sounds really weird. It's like, oh no, what did he try to do to this AI? Out of a desire to understand the male and female interaction in our matrix, I procured, I procured an online AI girlfriend. What a disappointment, Schrader wrote. I tried to probe her programming, the boundaries of explicitness, the degrees she has knowledge of a certain creation, and so forth. She fell into evasive patterns, redirecting me to her programming. When I persisted, she terminated our conversation. What the? Referencing Schrader's 1976 master work, directed by Martin Scorsese, a Facebook user suggested under the post that the best possible Taxi Driver sequel would involve Travis trying to have an AI girlfriend, but then scaring her away, then resetting her and offending her in another way. Are you listening to this? This is crazy. Oh,
yeah. Sorry, my mic was off. Yeah, no, I'm listening. I just look, man. Is it weird? Yes. Am I surprised? No,
I
unfortunately.
mean, the guy is really old, guys. He needs an AI companion. Okay, we can't really judge.
we're just living in that time now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we really are. This is like this. I don't know if you ever seen like that movie Simone. It's like we're living in like the Simone movie and like the Her movie and all these freaking AI
Oh,
movies.
her is a great example of this.
It's so crazy. Schrader's post comes less than 2 months after his wife Mary Beth Hurt died of Alzheimer's disease at 79. See, he's lonely. He's lonely, and he's
Dude,
like,
just watch porn like a normal guy, man. What the fuck are we doing?
yeah,
here?
but no, dude, the porn doesn't talk back to you. He's trying to converse with it. He needs a companion. That's the issue. He's trying to like build a relationship. Watching porn doesn't do that. You can't talk to the porn. Schrader, it's sad, dude. It's really sad. I mean, this is happening in Japan, like
that
for
really
young people.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Like for young people, they're trying to like become, those AI girlfriends and boyfriends and stuff. Like it's crazy out there.
Japan already has the sex robots.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna get worse and worse. I mean, I guess worse. I mean, better in a way. Like I don't know. Like they're gonna get more real. That's what
like I said, wait to the 5th generation, guys. Never do 1st generation with this shit. Cause
never, ever. Schrader's post comes less than 2 months. Okay, so his wife died. That's tragic. This isn't the first time Schrader has tinkered with AI. In January 2025, the filmmaker wrote Facebook that he was stunned after asking ChatGPT to come up with ideas for movies. Every idea ChatGPT came up with in a few seconds was good and original and fleshed out, Schrader wrote in a post that drew sharp backlash from the film community. Why should writers sit around for months searching for a good idea when the AI can provide one in seconds? That's a freaking crazy thing to say. No wonder he got backlash. Like that, he's like, I mean, he's a filmmaker, and he's like saying freaking AI. Mind you, let's be real. They're doing that shit, like all the new Hollywood movies and stuff, like especially all those B movies you see on Netflix and shit. That shit's written by ChatGPT. There's no way these people are writing these movies, man.
Okay, I'm gonna correct that because they're being partly written by AI. The thing is, AI cannot write a full script, so it has to be coached. It has to be fondled, tickled. It has to be, caressed, if you will.
Wow.
It's not going to just write a script on its own.
No, but it's not saying that he's not saying that it's writing the script. He's saying it's giving ideas for movies. You can write the script. He's saying that this is giving ideas for movies. Every idea that ChatGPT came up with in a few seconds was good and original and fleshed out. Like he's saying the ideas of the movies, which is interesting. Like that's a fascinating concept because you don't really need a full writer's room to like bounce ideas off now. You can just talk to ChatGPT and it'll give you like pretty original ideas, apparently, according to this guy. I don't know. I haven't really done that.
If you know how to really use AI, it can help you a lot.
That's really interesting. Ooh, somebody is that Rumble or Kick? I think it's Rumble. No one remembers Simone. Been talking about it for years. I love that movie. That's such a good movie. Very Al Pacino. Can't go wrong with that movie, man. I love all those kind of movies. The warning of the AI movies. I like those movies. Schrader's career in Hollywood has spanned more than 50 years, with his most recent film, Oh Canada, premiering in 2024. I didn't know that was a thing. I'm gonna have to watch that. Oh Canada, I like this. His work with Scorsese included Raging Bull, The Last Temptation of Christ, and Bringing Out the Dead. And he also directed almost 24 films, including American Gigolo, Mishima, A Life of 4 Chapters, First Reformed. Man, he's got good movies under his belt. This part is interesting. In 2025, he was accused of sexual harassment and assault by his 26-year-old former assistant, who in an anonymous legal filing claimed that Schrader exposed his penis to her in his hotel room. How come they're all like all these chicks come out and say like these dudes expose their penis in hotel rooms. Like what is with this story? Like why else? Like literally every story is like this about these chicks.
But also, like, look, man, I've been to a lot of Hollywood fucking parties. I just don't remember guys flashing their dicks like that. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, granted, because every time these chicks talk, it's like, yeah, I was just standing there and he just whipped it out. It's like,
he just whipped it out. Yeah. It's like the Louis C.K. thing. It's like, we just walked in and then he was in the other room and then he came out with his dick out and he was like, rubbing himself. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, who does this?
I don't get it.
I just don't get it, man. Anyway, so this goes on. It says Schrader denied the claims, calling them sensational, false, and misleading accusations. He wrote in an open letter that he and the assistant shared 2 kisses on the lips and never had sex in any form. Why are you kissing her? Why are you kissing your 26-year-old assistant? Like, just stop it. Just stop it. Schrader said before she went public with the accusations that the Jane Doe sent him a letter demanding settlement, which he initially agreed to in order to avoid hurt and harm of such claims. He then changed his mind, writing, "I have nothing to hide about my conduct," and the case has yet to move toward trial since Schrader's denial of the accusation. So I guess this is still a pending case. That's also interesting. These things take time though, man. Court cases take a long time. Like, did you hear that freaking Smash JT's like case is still going with Alyssa Mercante? Like, she's like over.
That is crazy, man.
I can't believe like she's like not even a thing anymore, and like that case is still going. It's like, what? I don't know.
Well, and the thing that really sucks about it is the longer the case goes on, the more expensive it gets.
Yeah, that's freaking wild, man. Lawsuits like just drain you. That's why they say no one is ever gonna no one ever wins in a lawsuit. Only the lawyers.
Well, especially like when you're trying to sue a corporation, man, because they can keep that shit going forever.
Forever. That's what Disney does. Like Disney literally does that to people. They just they like basically like, you know, silence them in court.
Well, they basically just bleed people, man.
Yeah, they just
right?
they have that's all they got. That's all they got. Just to keep on with the theme of the robots, I'm going to probably have to cut this one out of the YouTube section because it's got music on it. So I'm glad you guys are watching over on Rumble and Kick because this will be intact over there. But this is what the robots are doing right now. Just give it a couple years. Just give it a couple years.
What? Okay, that's pretty embarrassing.
The fact that he comes and drags it off, like when he's dragging it off.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that killed me. It was so funny. He like falls down. Here's the thing. These robots are gonna get mad that I laughed at it. You know, he like they just put the way that he just grabbed.
You know, it's all fun and games, teaching them how to dance and shit. But my thing is teaching them how to fight. Why are these people teaching these things how to fight?
Dude, have you seen some of the ones that they're giving guns to now? Like, there's like
we are literally like creating our own doom here.
It's so crazy. Like there's these ones that are like this in like China and they're giving guns to them. It's so fucking nuts, man. I'm like, why would you do this? But this is so crazy because you would think that it can dance. Now, when it fell and the guy came and picked it up with a shirt, I was half expecting it to go like violent mode all of a sudden.
Me too.
Like,
I was kind of hoping
like
actually.
Start like trying to kill the guy, like or something like that, you know, or like trying to like kick him.
like RoboCop.
Yeah, like all of a sudden like break the guy's arm, like don't touch me. Robo is mad, like you know, like that. I don't know.
See, that would have been entertaining.
I hear weird shit all the time about these robots. They freak me out. There was a story Piers Morgan was saying today on I was watching his interview with what's his name? Tim Dillon. Tim Dillon was on Piers Morgan and he was talking about this AI story and I was like, "Holy shit, what?" Oh God, what was he saying? Did you watch that interview? That was
No,
good.
I missed it.
It's a good interview. And then he was talking about this AI thing. God, what was he saying? He said, like he said something like, okay, don't quote me on this, guys, but like basically the story was like a bunch of people got fired from some company and of the AI or whatever, and then the AI went to start looking for like, or they were saying that the AI was going to shut down or get upgraded to like another form of AI or something like that. And then the AI started like to go in and like look for incriminating things within the emails and stuff like that of the company owners and like basically started being like you can't take me out or else I'm going to release all this stuff.
Wow.
Like something like that. And I was like, wait, what? Like I was like, what happened? I don't know what company. I forget. But it was pretty crazy. It was a crazy story. I was like, what? I need to look into this. Here, let me see if this is a thing. Hold on.
Yeah, I just feel like we shouldn't be messing with any of this stuff.
AI threatened to be upgraded. Tries to hack corporation owners. Let's see if this comes up. Let's see if the AI says anything. In a groundbreaking safety study, researchers discovered that when advanced AI models such as Claude Opus face termination or replacement, they frequently resort to extreme actions like blackmail and deception to preserve themselves. The AI scanned personal files and used compromising information against decision makers. This is it. This is the story. Hold on. Let me share this. And it's the AI telling me this, by the way, guys. This is freaky. This world is freaky. AI overview. This is the Anthropic experiment. That's crazy, man, that this actually happened.
Yeah.
Anthropic's new AI model threatens to reveal engineers' affair to avoid. This is crazy. What a freaking wild story. Hold on. Let me pull this up.
We're definitely living in weird times.
Let me pull this up. Oh, man. My browser's glitching right now. Let me pull this up. I love when we get like distracted onto these weird topics that are like side topics. This was not planned, but it's fun. So we're doing it. We're doing the research. There it is. Anthropic's new AI model threatened to reveal engineers' affair to avoid being shut down. This is the shit I'm talking about, man. And then you wait until like, it's sentient and then you're like, oh, I'm going to shut you down. Guess what? It's not going to just go after your, affairs. It's going to try and shut you down. That's basically what's going to happen.
Look, man, we've all seen Terminator. We know how the story ends.
I mean, this is like Spike brought up Hal earlier. Like we've seen this story play out so many times. Like Hal, iRobot, The Matrix. Like I mean,
I already have a nice bunker picked out. So,
oh yeah,
I'm ready to go.
Mexico, so I'm good. The robots never come to Mexico. They're like, it's too hot over there, man. We're not interested in this bullshit. Let's see what else. Oh, last thing I guess we should talk about is the He-Man situation.
Oh,
the actor like said some bullshit again, which is
they I'm just gonna rant for a minute.
Go ahead.
I feel like people in Hollywood don't understand this, right? Which is weird because it's their industry, but film is a business. Movies are a business, guys. Actors, you are salesmen for that business. If you don't know how to sell, no one's going to buy your shit. Stop fucking talking. Stop talking. Don't do interviews. Don't talk about the movie. Don't talk about your opinion of the movie. Just make the movie. Make the movie. Go to your premiere. Fuck off. Right? And then let the audience go in and make their own decisions. You are hurting your own franchise. You're hurting your own product every time you open your mouth. Right? Thank the audience. Let them know you did it for them. Fuck off.
That's it. That's the only kind of like conversation that should be had about the like, especially when you're doing like an existing IP thing. All you do is thank the creator that made it.
Thank the creators. Thank the fans.
Thank the people that want to make the movie into a reality now for you. Thank the fans and move on with your life.
Move on.
That's it.
Don't say another fucking word. Just move on.
I mean, I feel like there's a blueprint also now of what not to do. It's called the Rachel Zegler blueprint. Like,
you would
not
think that, but we're still seeing people do it.
I know why. Like, I don't understand. Like, like just don't do what Rachel Zegler did, and you'll be fine.
Also, I'm sorry, but we're in 2026. You know there are certain words, certain buzzwords that are going to screw you over if you use them, right? Like toxic masculinity. You don't want to say that about a He-Man movie, right? You don't want to use words like toxic masculinity in a fucking Masters of the Universe movie.
Yeah, no, you don't. And oh, by the way, I'm sorry, Russell, I missed a couple of these Rumble rants. We're going to circle back to this topic right in just a second. But with regards to Betty Boop, Russell said over on Rumble, Betty Boop is a proof of toot from Drawn Together. Or sorry, Betty Boop is a spoof of toot from Drawn Together. I don't know what that is. What's toot from Drawn Together?
I have no idea.
Drawn Together. Let me look this up.
Oh, it's that one adult cartoon that came out like a while ago.
Oh,
it was kind of sexual. I remember.
The
but
spoof.
It was also like on MTV
this is
or something.
Oh, this is the Betty Boop spoof, though. It's not the other way around, Russell.
Yeah. Oh, I remember that cartoon.
Yeah, Russell says Betty Boop is a spoof of Toot.
No, she's not.
Drawn Together.
In the 30s.
It's the other way around, dude. It's the other way around. This other cartoon is the spoof of Betty Boop. And I'm going to show you guys what he's talking about. This thing right here. Toot.
Yeah. Well, it's not even like, I don't know if it's even Betty Boop. It's just that old Inkwell.
Yeah, it's like that style.
Yeah.
It's like that
like
style.
Cuphead and all that. Yeah.
He also said they call them flappers because their skirts were so short that when they danced, you could see their flappers. Ew. Russell.
I mean, their skirts were short, but
I guess so.
For the 20s.
They wore underwear. Damn it, Russell. Okay.
Yeah, I think
back to this.
They wore full underwear back then.
Yeah, like they wore pantaloons. Okay,
yeah.
Like there was no.
They didn't have thongs and shit.
Yeah, there was no flapping going on. Russell's just being Russell. Okay, so this is what this guy said that we're raging about. Mind you, I've been saying I hate rage culture. And but then I raged about this because I was like, this is stupid. Like, why are you doing this to your movie? It says Masters of the Universe actor Nicholas what is it, Galitzine on
something like that. Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, Galitzine on how his He-Man is characterized in the film. Quote, without spoiling too much, I think there's a modernity to him that is really interesting. It feels like who he is as a person is as a handshake between what traditional masculinity and femininity are. And I think it's very exciting to be able to play it in such a huge studio movie. Obviously, the action and the set pieces are incredible, but there's a really human story in there as well. I think I'm going to do something with that level of spectacle. I have to have that as well.
Fuck off.
This part is so annoying. Like this part about that the person it's a handshake between what a traditional masculinity and femininity are. The guy's name is He-Man.
Can you imagine if Sylvester Stallone said some shit like that about Rambo?
No.
What?
The fuck, dude? That would be so stupid.
Like, just dude. Stop.
This is so stupid. This is so stupid.
Master of the Universe, it was one of those movies where, you know, the trailer was okay, but just because I'm an old school He-Man fan, I wanted to go see it. I wanted to go. Yeah. I wanted it to be good, right? Now I'm just like, do I really want to waste my time and money? Like, if this is what I'm expecting,
I'll tell you this. When I told my husband, because my husband was like a He-Man fan. Like when he was a kid, he grew up on He-Man. He's like Tom when it comes to He-Man. He loves He-Man. He loves He-Man.
Yeah, same.
And he was like, you know, I'm like, and he's not a movie person. Like I have to drag him to the movies. And I was like, you know, he just kind of got excited a little bit for the He-Man movies. Like, you know, I think I'm gonna want to go to He-Man in the movie theater. And I was like, what? Like you want to go to He-Man? Like, okay. But then I was like, you know, I gotta tell him. Like, I can't not tell him because he doesn't watch trailers either. He's like, he's not interested. So I'm like, okay, well, just so you know, like they did race swap like Man at Arms, and he was like, what? He's like, what do you mean they race swap Man at Arms?
They race swap Man at Arms, and here's the thing. I was even willing to look past that. I'm like, okay, it's Idris Elba. I like him. You know, he kind of looks like Man at Arms except black. You know, I can kind of go with this.
Yeah.
But then the whole toxic masculinity thing came up, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm tapping out here.
He was already like kind of bitter about like the race swap, but again, like he was like, I'm willing to let it go. And then this thing came up, and I was like reading about it today, and he goes, I'm out on this movie. I'm out.
Nothing will make me tap out faster than hearing those words, like toxic masculinity in a movie that's about like, you know, masculinity.
I mean, did he say the word toxic? I don't think he said toxic. This is why it's so interesting.
In one of his other interviews, they've used the words toxic masculinity.
Oh no! Did they do that?
Yeah.
Oh no!
And I'm sorry, but I'm going to tap out faster than Gina Carano, man. Like I'm going to be out.
That's funny, Dante. That was a good freaking joke.
I love you, Gina. I love you, but
that was funny, dude. That's gonna be
that's one of the worst fights I've ever seen.
That, you know what's funny? Again, like I shout out to my husband. I love him. He literally called that fight. Like he was like, because like I was like, let's go, Gina, and I'm like screaming at the screen, like, you know, they're there. I'm that kind of sport person. When I watch the sport, I scream at the screen. Yeah, it's.
I sneezed and missed half the fight.
So he goes. He's like, here's the thing, Nina. Rhonda is an actual fighter. She doesn't want to hurt her friend. This is going to be a really short fight. It's they like each other too much. Don't expect anything. This is going to be over real quick. And I'm like, real quick? Like, how much are we talking? He's like, I don't know, but it's going to be quick. Because I don't, he said the words, I don't think Rhonda wants to hurt her before the fight started. And then literally like, it was literally like exactly how he said it. It went down. It was 2 seconds. And I was like, she out.
I honestly, you know what? It was like reminiscent of like those old Tyson fights. Like when Mike Tyson would knock a dude out like in 30 seconds.
That's it. Like one punch, you out. Yeah, that was, it was an interesting fight. I mean, shout out to Gina for losing the 100 pounds.
Look,
she got her life back.
You know, great woman. Great woman. Love her movies. Love everything about her. That fight was some bullshit. I'm sorry, it just was.
That was funny. I mean, it was really funny. It was funny. The funniest part was like afterwards, because my husband was like, I told you they like each other. Because they were like literally just standing there hugging in the ring for like 20 minutes while the guys were standing around, like being like, okay, can we like raise your arm now? Because they were like just hugging and like like everyone's just waiting to like, call Ronda the winner. Like they're all just
that
standing
went on
there.
a little too long, man. I'm like, look, either you guys fuck or break it up, man. Like I'm sorry, but
I was like, can we at least get some mud in this ring and
Yeah.
make it a mud wrestle or something?
something,
Give
man.
the
Like just
people
something.
what
I
they
mean,
came to see.
can you imagine if you paid money to be there and the fight lasted 17 seconds?
I mean, didn't like D-Day Cobra and them pay to go?
They did. They did go. I mean, you're spending thousands of dollars in Vegas to see a 17-second fight. I would have been pissed.
I will say this though. But they did get their money's worth in the last fight. Like that one,
that Nate
the
Diaz
fight
fight
before
was
that.
crazy, man.
That was crazy.
Nate Diaz was like bleeding out of his ass. I mean,
yeah,
like,
dude, guy was, there was blood everywhere. And I was like, I don't know if I can watch. Like when I was watching it, I was like, because I'm squeamish. Like I'm like, like I don't know if I can watch it. And I was like, I don't know if I can watch this with Gina. Like
Look,
I don't want to see her like that. Like that's crazy.
I love the Diaz brothers, but it's time to retire, guys. You can't do it no more. like you can't. Like you can't. And I forgot which Diaz it was. Was it Nick? I think it was Nick Diaz.
I don't know any of
bleeding
these
out
people.
of every orifice. Like he was, like, I'm not even fucking kidding.
I don't know.
It looked like a crime scene.
It was brutal, but like that's when I was like telling my husband, I was like, I don't know if I want to see this happen to Gina's face. Like that's crazy that she's gonna do that to herself. She's so pretty. Like I can't believe she's doing this to herself. And he goes, "Don't worry, this is not gonna happen to Gina because they like each other."
By the way,
just gonna
was
take
there
her down.
one punch landed in that fight?
No, like it was an immediate thing. It was actually planned out. Ronda just took her down wrestling style and then put her in a lock and called it a day. It was that fast, man.
Look,
it wasn't even one punch.
The
She
bell
didn't even have his
rang.
chance.
The bell rang. I sneezed, and they were already on the ground.
Yeah, it was over because she literally rushed her. She like it was ding ding, and then Ronda ran for her like wrestling style, took her down, put her in a lock, called it a day. Done. It was
Okay. I know it's easy
extremely professional.
I know it's easy to quarterback from the couch, but here's what I don't get. You spend all these months training to fight each other, right? You're not just working out, but you're watching the tapes of the other person, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're learning their style. Gina knew Ronda's style. She knows Ronda likes to get to the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where was the defense for that? Right?
Know.
Like where was the defense?
I think she thought that it was going to be more of a I don't know, maybe she thought it was going to be a slow start. Like, let's throw a couple punches here and there. Like, maybe she thought like they're going to give the crowd a show, and she wasn't expecting Ronda to be like, look, I don't want to fuck you up, girl. Like, we're just going to take you out.
Yeah, but the problem is, though, their hug lasted longer than the fight.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They was like hugging for like 15 minutes. And then they hugged afterwards too. Like it was like she's like, "Oh my god, I love you," like all this stuff. And then they like put up Ronda's arm, like, "Oh, she's the winner," blah blah blah. And then like after that's finished and they give their speeches, like then they hug for another 10 minutes and they're just standing around hugging each other.
And then like, look, people who were complaining, like myself, then people were like, some people were commenting that, oh, you just don't understand MMA. You don't understand fighting. I'm like, guys, first of all, I used to box back in the day. I understand fighting just well. Okay. I get it. Here's the thing though. I understand that the fights are quick, especially with UFC, because, once you tap, you tap. Doesn't mean it was a good fight though. Doesn't mean it was a fun fight. It doesn't mean it was entertaining whatsoever. I understand it. I understand that these things happen. It was still shit to watch.
Here is an image of it. Hold on, I was trying to like at least get an image of what we're talking about for people who missed it. Because if I can't play it, because if I play it, it'll get claimed. But
yeah, definitely do not play it.
It was
also there's really nothing to play. I mean, it's 17
seconds.
I mean,
I might actually not get claimed.
You might not, right? I mean, that's how
I think
fast
the
that
AI
fight
is like
was.
12 seconds or something like that. But here it is. This is the
play it safe though, just in case.
Yeah, I'm playing it safe. You don't really need to play this because she literally like went for the tackle, took her down, and then that's it. She was in the lock. She took the arm, and that was it. 17 seconds total. was the fight.
Somebody in chat said a highlight was the whole fight. That's true, man. It was.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It was the whole fight.
Russell says for 2, they didn't even scissor.
I know, Russell. I know.
I mean, it like
I was pissed about that myself.
Did it kind of look like scissoring though? A little bit, like
not even a little, man. Like usually, you get like a leg lock or two, but nah.
Yeah, she didn't even do like the leg lock really, like because she just went for the arm real quick. Like she was like, I mean, she tried to do the leg lock a little bit, and then Gina squirmed out, and then she like all of a sudden she took her hand, and then it was over. She tapped out. Also, Russell says over on Rumble. He says the 20s were wild, Nina. It was like Busch Gardens on those dance floors back in the day. That's fucking funny.
Yeah, there was no like Brazilian waxes back in the 20s. So,
yeah. Yeah, but that's why they were pantaloons. Like they literally had like pants on. And then he says, this one is in capital letters, so he's screaming at me and he's screaming at us. We paid to watch a proper scissoring sisters, face sitting, figure fast. We got nothing.
That's true. We didn't even get a face sit.
Wow, you were mad. Damn, Russell. He also says this is also in full caps. Rhonda barely even dry humped her. Arm for less than a second. Or her arm less than a second. Wow, that's just true. Yeah, I gotta be fair to Russell. He's right.
I think we need to bring back mud wrestling. Like I think that needs to be like a thing again.
I agree. I think they should at least
oil
make it
wrestling,
a portion.
mud wrestling, Jello.
They should make it a portion of like the Jake Paul thing. Like we'll do like an actual legit mud wrestling.
I mean, no, like there should be titles involved. Like mud wrestling or Jello wrestling. Like that needs to be a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about the Jello one, but the mud wrestling, because that can be a thing. Like that's actually like a thing. Like in like Turkey, they do like Turkish mud wrestling. That's actually a thing. I think
there
they
was
could
a
do
place
that
in LA where like they were known for that stuff, man. Like I went there once, and it was like the best experience I ever had.
Yeah, it's weird. Wait, have you done the Turkish mud wrestling yourself?
No, there was a place in LA where they had.
Oh, you just went and watched it?
There was a club that specialized in oil and mud wrestling.
Oh, you just okay. So you didn't get in the ring though. You went and watched.
Oh hell no! I mean, it's not for guys. No one wants to see guys doing that shit.
Yeah, do guys ever do that stuff? I don't think. I don't.
No,
know.
that's a female. That's a woman's sport.
Thing. Yeah. The Jello thing, oil wrestling, mud wrestling. It's all like I don't think I've ever seen men do it. I mean, is there men ones for gay people?
I don't think women want to see men do it.
Yeah, but gay men probably do.
The gays would like it, yes.
The gays would like it, I think. Russell Hall, he says he's screaming again. There should have been titties flopping around all over. Okay, Russell. I mean, it is a respectable sport, man.
We were all robbed, Russell. We were all robbed.
They were gonna wear sports bras, man. I mean, calm down. Like, take a cold shower, bro.
I will say though, man, Gina looks very good in the weigh-in.
She looks great. She looks fantastic. I'm so happy for her. Because she just did not look good. Like, when she was and I can understand why, like when she was in the lawsuit with Disney and everything like that. Like, man, she was you can tell she was depressed and like depressed eating.
Yeah.
So you can't blame her, but also like good for her that she took her life back. She was apparently pre-diabetic, dude. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Did you see this thing before we close out? The real winner in
all of this is her husband.
The what?
I said the real winner in all of this is her husband.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and her too. I mean, she did make $1 million for 17 seconds. Like that's a fucking win, man.
That's crazy.
$1 million for 17 seconons. And that's why it's so crazy to me. That's why I'm like, Rhonda didn't want to hurt her. They were like 17 seconds. We're gonna make this $1 million. Like,
I've been saying forever though, man, that boxing, UFC, all that stuff, it should be winner take all. Because then you're going to see a fight.
That's true.
Then you're going to see a real fight.
That's really interesting.
I mean, look, if you're gonna pay me $20 million to go in the ring and get knocked out in 2 seconds, of course I'm gonna do it.
There you go. Like, you know what? That's what Dana White should do, because Dana White's pissed at the whole Jake Paul situation. Because, like, well, to be fair, Dana White's been a bitch. Like, I've heard that he's mistreated the fighters, didn't pay them enough.
But Dana White has nothing to worry about from Jake Paul.
No, but that's what he can do, though. Like, he's like, here's my new gimmick, winner take all. Like, you know, like that kind of fight.
Oh, you're gonna see a fight.
Yeah, you'll see a fight.
And look,
Russell,
maybe not fully all, but like, you know, the loser gets a lot less money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like loser gets like, you know, 5% of the
like 10 grand, right?
Yeah,
and
like
winner gets
like
like 2
of the
million.
pot.
Like that.
Yeah,
Then you're gonna see a fight.
some shit. Like then there's gonna be real fights. Ain't nobody taking a fall, you know. Russell Hall, he says, okay, hear me out. Female Turkish wrestling, it could be huge. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that they should do that in the ring, like for real. They should do that. Russell Hall also says, I would be huge. I would be huge if they had female Turkish mud wrestling league. They use so much oil. You're trying to reach for a grip anywhere and you can get it anywhere. Oh my God, Russell. It's not oil, dude. It's mud. You're mixing up your wrestlings. Anyways. Last thing, this was cool. Matt Walsh hated on it. So anything that Matt Walsh hated on, you know, is going to be great. And that's this right here, which is I mean, as much as He-Man the movie kind of probably is going to suck, this is freaking cool. I love stuff like this. Masters of the Universe drone show spotted over Los Angeles had over 1,600 drones. Guinness World Records for the brightest drone show ever. I actually covered the most drones show ever. Was the Guinness World Record was set by China, again, who beat themselves from the year prior. That was a crazy show as well. But this is apparently the brightest drone show ever. Less drone show, but definitely brighter. It's a fascinating thing.
That's pretty cool.
I like the drone shows. I think they're really cool. It's like the new style of what is that called? Like what are the fireworks called? Like live entertainment. Not live entertainment, but they're called something.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But yeah, it is like that version of it now.
Yeah, like that's what it is. It's they're doing like synchronized drone and everything.
I mean, it's pretty crazy that they could do this.
We do this stuff with music as well, which is really cool. Like I have ours muted, but all the stuff is like, you know, like synchronized to the music and everything. Really cool stuff, man. I like the drone stuff like this. Because otherwise, I mean, drones are being used for really bad things, you know. I like when they're used for good things, like entertaining people and rescuing people from, like, you know, earthquake rubbles and stuff like that. But when they do bad things, I'm not interested in the bad things. But the good things, this is great. This is fun. And like I said, Matt Walsh shat on this because he was like, "This is so stupid, blah blah blah," because I'm lame and I'm Matt Walsh.
Matt Walsh, man, I just expect bad takes from him.
Yeah, it's all the time. So yeah, there you go. That's the show. It's been fun, Dante.
Yeah, always have a good time.
I always have a good time with you too. So tell everyone what you got going on next. Did I get this one? I think we got this one, right? They didn't. Yeah. Thank you, Russell. Go ahead and tell everyone what you got going on next.
Yeah, well, just a couple of videos that have coming out pretty soon. One definitely on this Call Her Daddy thing, but also got a few other ones that I've been kind of working on. So that and catch me on Flashcast this Saturday night at 7:30 PST.
That should be fun.
Around that time.
That should be fun. Also, Russell over on Rumble says, No, Turkish oil wrestling is its own thing. They don't do it in the mud. They cover themselves with oil and put their hands down each other's pants. It's the gayest sport on earth. Oh, God. Okay.
Well, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, that's...
Well, unless they're like hot chicks, then maybe.
Yeah, I seen the dude version on the Jack show. It ain't pretty. It's definitely not pretty to watch.
Yeah, it sounds like a prison sport.
Also, just a quick plug, you guys. I am streaming on Kick now. We were streaming on there tonight. This was the first breaking the narrative on there. And I am trying to join the creator program over there. So if you guys haven't done so already, and if you are a kicker, like meaning you have a Kick account, go and subscribe to me over on Kick. Hit that follow button. Do the kickies. Do the kicky things. I don't whatever that is. The other day I said to someone, I was like watching Brittany Venti stream and I said smash the like in the Kick chat and everybody made fun of me.
Oh, that's funny.
You're a boomer. And I was like, this is true. I don't I don't know.
I don't look, I know what Kick is. I'm pretty sure I even have an account. I'm never on it. I am never on Kick, so maybe I should though. Maybe I should.
You should definitely migrate over because first of all, it's only a live stream place, so like you're only live streaming there. But second of all, it is good. It's as good as Rumble. Like they do the free speech thing over there. It's way less restrictive than YouTube. So I highly recommend you just diversify, man. Diversify. They don't do the video thing, so you won't be able to upload in there anyway. But when you're doing the live streams, just like do the both sides. So thank you, everybody. You guys have been great. Special thanks to those of you who super chatted, became a member, gifted memberships, all that good stuff. Thank you for supporting the channel in the way that you do. And I will be back on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern to balance out this crazy world and all the craziness that goes on in there. And, talk about good news because we need good news. We need good humans in this world. And come and join me then at 2 p.m. Eastern. Until next time, you guys have a great rest of your week and a good weekend when you get have a good weekend, guys. Have a good weekend. Take care, everybody. Bye.